We invite you to stay tuned for the live broadcast of the Sunday evening Bible study of the Mayfield Drive Baptist Church, located at 271 Mayfield Drive, Smyrna, Tennessee. We will now join the service.
Good evening. Good to be here this evening. We're going to continue our study on the area of the church. It will be not like anything that you will have as far as the trail of blood, but I will say this, that for the majority of people, whether Baptist church, Presbyterian, Methodist, whatever it might be, leaders tend to discard the beginnings, or they don't teach it. Everything has a beginning. For instance, and I'll use this as an example, when you do family research, sometimes you get false information. I don't know if you've ever run across that before, especially when you go back where you hear tales that's been told. And I use the example of my grandfather and what he was told. And the more research I did, that I found out was information that's passed on him was not the same. And the same thing goes when you begin to search what is a scriptural New Testament church. That's very important that you understand. Of course, when we use the word church, biblically speaking, that term is an assembly of believers who have come together to basically, they're called out believers, meet together to do what Christ asked them to do. Don't ever forget that. J.R. Graves said this many years ago in his book, Old Landmarkism, What Is It? And with this stipulation, he said, if we receive or pass or encourage others to receive and pass counterfeit money, we make ourselves equally guilty with those who counterfeit. Are you following me? Whether or not we realize it or not, if we handle money, and you'll say, where's this going? Where is this going? If I receive a counterfeit bill and I receive it from someone who has made the bill, but I received the bill and I really did not expect the bill, and I passed on to get goods, I am as guilty as the person. Are you following me? Okay. And the same thing with what we call counterfeit religion today, or what we call counterfeit Christianity, or what you might be thinking about it. If what we receive as genuine when it's not, and we pass that down to our generations that come after us, we are as guilty who has started it. We got the information from the Bible. You follow me? That is the only proof text that we really have. What is a scriptural New Testament church? Are you following me? Okay. So when Jesus had made the statement, upon this rock, upon this foundation, I will build my church, or our counterfeit of Christianity and counterfeit churches, to associate with teachers of these systems so as to impress them and their followers and all who witness our acts, that we recognize them as accredited ministers of God's truth. We encourage them in their works and thus bid them Godspeed and make ourselves accessories to and partakers of their sins.